Hello, guys, and welcome to the first update video of the year. Hopefully, you guys had a wonderful New Year celebration. Meanwhile, I had to drink a very terrible dark. I think it was a stout or something like that. I don't know. Because of my friend. So yeah, hopefully that does work on the tradition that he has. But anyway, enough of that. Me kind of rambling on my own stuff. I think this is a good, perfect time to kind of go over what has happened in 2023 and what are the expected plans for 2024. So, first off, in 2023, we did do a lot of things. And by we, I do mean we, because you guys have helped bring this channel to more than 1,000 subscribers, which is great. And we already have more people joining in, and it's awesome. So hopefully we do see more growth because, this channel, even though it's done as a hobby, more people are able to see it because you guys share it, because you guys comment, because you guys like it. So please keep doing that. It makes me, be able to help other people indirectly and also helps them find more entertainment in their life. The other thing is that we did go through a bunch of different new games that came out in the same year, which is so good. Most of them good, some of them questionable, and then obviously there's Destiny 2, but that's besides the point. We were able to get through the Starfield. We did Phantom Liberty for 2077, and also tried out New 2.0, which is actually kind of cool and also really good. By the way, if you haven't played 2077, I do recommend you do that, especially now since they did do that full revamping. We also had Remnant 2 come out as well, Alan Wake 2 that came out, and also a bunch of other games that, that I have touched on, but haven't really been able to remember off the top of my head because, let's be real, when you upload like hundreds of videos a day, or 100 videos over the year, you kind of lose track of which games you've played and which games you haven't. But hopefully you guys have enjoyed watching all of them. Now, that being said, let's kind of focus on what's going to be happening in the immediate time, and also stuff that's going to be happening long term. So obviously, the first part is that what's going to be coming up right now. So starting today, there is going to be a couple of series that will be starting up. One is going to have a daily upload schedule, while the other one's going to be a little bit different, and I'll explain more when I go over it. So the first one is going to be Dying Light 2. I have wanted to play this game for a little bit. I just never had the time for it, and at the time, playing through Starfield was kind of my open world game the entire time. And then now that I have that finished, I can actually get this started. So that's going to be starting on the 1st. Actually, it's going to be starting, I think, a couple hours from now, if you're watching this when it's released. But it will be starting on the 1st, and that will be a daily upload schedule, just so that, there's going to be something consistent coming out. The second thing that's going to be starting today is going to be GTFO. So this is where it is going to be a little bit weird, because since each of the expeditions are sectioned off as rundowns, what will happen is that it is going to be kind of like a daily upload schedule for that particular rundown, and then once that rundown's done, it's going to be until I finish up the next rundown for, all the different expeditions before doing more of that, just because I don't want to have it where it's just like, hey, we stopped in the middle of one of the expeditions, and all of a sudden we take a month break, right? Just because we've either been busy with work, life stuff, or something of that sort. So that's kind of one thing that I wanted to avoid, just so you guys have the understanding that, I'm not saying, oh, this series is dead. It's just because the way that that's structured, I do kind of want to make sure that's a little bit more coherent, because each rundown has its own kind of feel to it, and I don't want to just kind of cut that off in the middle of it. Now, that being said, other games that will be coming out soon will be a few of the games that actually came out last year that I wasn't able to touch base on. So, for example, Jedi Survivor, we have Callisto Protocol, even though that's a year-old game, But we are also going to have some older games as well, like for example Quantum Break, and we may also go through Spider-Man and Miles Morales since those are now available on PC. Now, there are a couple of indie games that I did want to touch base on, which I haven't yet, which is Subnautica Below Zero, and there's also some other like small games like the Madness Project Nexus, which again that still has a pending time frame just because there is still a lot to kind of schedule out for that. Now, with that being said, again, since there is a bunch of games that have come out that I wasn't able to play, we're going to kind of be playing catch up with that on the backlog. But there is still some games that are expected to come out, like, we have Test Dive Unlimited Solar Crown. That's going to be cool to play. Star Wars Outlaw. That's also going to be interesting to go through. As well as some other ones where the announcement date has not been provided. Now, obviously, another thing is that a major one that kind of has been a staple of this channel since, since 2017 at this point. Or, yeah, 2017 or 2016, one of those years, is Destiny 2. So, Destiny 2, we are going to continuously play through that, and I also wanted to kind of give you a heads up on that, but we are going to be going through Final Shape and the episodes. However, after that, not sure. We'll have to talk about it at the next year, just because, we are looking about 6 months ahead on that end. So, just to kind of give you an idea of what's going to be coming, what's going to be happening, that would be kind of pretty much it. There will be some other games that will be brought up as well, like Outlast Trials might be coming up, just because since we do have co-op stuff going up right now with GTA. Well, I wouldn't be surprised if we are able to get those trials up and running. That'd be kind of cool, and also hilarious to see everyone just freak the fuck out. Now, speaking of freaking out, one thing that we have been doing was also doing a lot of multiplayer streams on Twitch. So what I might be doing is, I think, depending on what happens, I think maybe starting, I don't know, maybe like February or March, I will be doing some importing of those multiplayer streams from Twitch over to YouTube. But it is going to be like older videos that will be coming up, just because, one, I do want to kind of have those logs here just so you guys can watch them, but also so in case the Twitch decides to just delete VODs, because they're doing that now, we have those places saved. Now, that being said, the other thing that will be coming up is going to be not a Twitch or a YouTube thing, but a Discord thing. So what I'm looking to do is I'm actually going to be setting up a Discord community server. That's still in the works right now, but I am trying to see if I can get that set up later this month, or at the latest around February, just because, one, I do want to kind of have you guys be able to see everything, and in case, you have a lot of subscriptions, you will already be notified through the server, and when I go live, you'll be notified there as well. Now, what else is there for that? And what are the other goals that come up for it? So I think the goals of these channels, not only just the YouTube channel, but also the Twitch channel, is obviously more reach and more support and more people, watching. So, stretch goal, obviously, seeing if we can hit, 1,100 subscribers. Yeah, I know, it's a bit of a short goal, but look, the small goals still count as goals. But the one thing that I do want to do is on Twitch, I do want to try and get that up to at least 500 followers. We are making headway on that fairly well, so it's not like we're lagging behind or reducing. But I do want to try and hit at least 500 there, and then possibly if we can also get 1,000 over on Twitch, that'd be kind of cool. Just 1,000 people following, watching, possibly subscribing. But again, that is going to be stuff that will be happening there. Now, another thing that I will try and do is try and get a little bit more videos up. Now, yeah, granted, I am doing like daily uploads, but again, when it comes down to it, those daily uploads do kind of vary. We used to have it where it was 4 videos a day, and then it just went down to 2, and then it went up to 3, and then back to 1. So it is going to be a little bit of a difficult time, but that's just kind of the situation for that. Where, you know, the more Let's Plays that I do get through, the more consistent videos will be going up. But the other thing actually has to do with a secondary account that I have been working on, although not as much as I would want to, but also kind of diversifying into that as well. And what that is that it is for the Hazard Review channel. So if you haven't known that, I do have a Hazard Review channel, just because since I do want to kind of work on like edited content, that is something that I did want to do for that. So it is likely that, you know, there is going to be stuff going into the Hazard Review channel. A lot more videos will be showing up, and also actual reviews will be going up, because there is a lot of games that I have played that I haven't actually like gone over, and it might be something that I have to do just so we can actually get more exposure to that. And also, it's a good place for you guys to see my full thoughts, because me just saying it at the end of like credits doesn't really help. Although granted, that does kind of come into the fact of me trying to work on it, because, you know, perfectionism is a unfortunate side effect of me making videos. So there is that. But go check that out. That is going to also be in the description down below, along with the Twitch channel, and you know already where to hit the subscribe button for this channel if you hadn't already. Now, personally, a couple of the goals for my life story type deal is, well, first off, finding a place for myself. That is being worked on right now, so it's hopefully that does go through. But that is going to be something for me to kind of focus on my end. Another thing is also to kind of drop some of the pounds. I need to keep myself accountable somehow. Because, well, obviously I have like a lot of life events that will be happening because of some relatives. But also, it's something that I do need to get in check, because guess what? Being fat, it is very expensive. But anyway, that's me just kind of going through all that stuff with you guys. And if you ever want just a quick TLDW type deal, thank you for the 1,000 subscribers. We're going to be making more videos, as well as the goals is to increase more subscriptions here on YouTube, as well as followers on Twitch. Hopefully we can match those two up, as well as a new Discord server coming out, and more Let's Plays and more series going to be coming out within the near future as well. Now, with that being said, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed. And apologies for the amount of rambling that I've done, because let's face it, that's kind of just how 90% of my videos have been so far. So why are you expecting something different? But until then, thank you guys for watching, and hopefully you guys have a wonderful 2024. Take care.